friends, welcome to another video. Today's review is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, oh my goodness, Olivia Blake. I cannot talk. Sorry, it's nice and shiny there. It's got like the pattern on it there with the eye and the dagger. It says knowledge is carnage. I know it's been a while since I did a review. It took me a while to get through this. I'll explain it more as I tell you about the book. I will read, the back says, Secrets, Betrayal, Seduction, Power. Welcome to the Alexandrian Society. Seek it if you wish, but as with all knowledge, whatever follows will be yours to bear alone. Each decade, only 6 most uniquely talented magicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexandrian Society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams, but at what cost? Each of the 6 newest recruitments has the reasons for accepting the society's elusive invitation, even if it means growing closer than they could have imagined to their most dangerous enemies, or risking unforgivable betrayal from their most trusted allies. They will fight tooth and nail for the right to join the ranks of the Alexandrians, even if it means they won't all survive the year. So the whole book, I'm trying to remember all the names here. So the whole book is written in third person, and it switches back and forth between the characters. I'm trying to get all their names because I honestly don't remember them all. I usually write them down first. That's my fault. So there's Atlas, of course. They don't mention Atlas in the thing. They don't mention any of them. Elizabeth, who is actually called Libby in the book. Atlas. Raina is one of the characters. Tristan, Callum, Nico, Parisa, Dalton, and Ezra are all the main characters, and the book goes back and forth between them. There's a couple from Ezra, I think 1 or 2 from Dalton, and I'm not even sure if any of them are from Atlas's point of view or not. Mostly the students, so the 6, Libby, Parisa, Callum, Tristan, Nico. Did I say Nico before? Nico and what's the other girl's name? Raina. It's mostly from their points of view, those 6. Dalton and Atlas are from the Alexandrian Society, and they're kind of like their teachers. And Ezra is Libby's boyfriend. Oh, I forgot about... what's his name? Nico's best friend is... why can't I remember his name either? There's also Nico's roommate. Trying to scan. Gideon. Nico's best friend, roommate, Gideon. And we get some mention of Gideon's mother, Elif, Eilif. She is a mermaid. Gideon is not a mermaid. Just pointed out. So they call them magicians in the description. They're magic wielders. So imagine it takes place in our world, and say 60-40 population-wise in favor of the magic wielders. And they call them medians, but it's not like magic or magicians or like wizards as you would think of them normally. Like, everyone sort of has a speciality. Many people can have the same speciality but different levels. And what's the way to like different strengths in it. Like there's several who are, they call them naturalists, and they can talk to plants or help plants grow, or but things like that with nature, but they're not all on the same level. And there's like telepaths, but some can only hear like the ideas of thoughts, where others can actually like go right into your head and like walk around in your memories. So yeah, like different ideas, different levels, different powers in general. So some of them are really strong and some of them are very weak. I should mention, like, the ones who are telepaths, that's their strength, that's their ability, but they're not very good at other things. Like they can't make stuff levitate like some of the other people who are physicists, they call them. Like their abilities have to do with manipulating molecules and whatnot. Like they can turn a table into a box, or they can float because they can rearrange how gravity works. Those ones, that's the kind of cool magic, to be honest. Like that's the ones that feels more like real magic, besides just being having the ability to read people's minds. But anyway, it's like a society based from the Alexandrian library. So it never really got destroyed. It really still exists, but it's a secret society because they want to protect the knowledge. They feel like if it was out there, it would just get destroyed. Things wouldn't get looked after properly. So now it's a secret society, and we're dealing with these 6 initiates, and the first 2 years is just them becoming initiates. So this book is year 1, basically, of their initiation. There is a sequel, which I'm going to assume is year 2. There are no dragons. It's all real life. They make it very technical. I found it to be paced really slowly at first, and then like the last 3 or 4 chapters are like extremely fast paced. I found it slow. I found it academic. Like they talk about like the mechanics of how their magic works and how they do things. It was very textbooky at some points, the way they were describing stuff. I mean, like, it is supposed to be like a scholarship kind of setting for them, where they're learning and they're studying magic to be part of the society. Like that's what some of the people in the Alexandrian society do, is they're trying to help magic and make it better. So that's what these 6 are doing. Some of it's kind of cool, but the way it seemed like it was a little extra. Like she didn't need to add all that extra wording in explanations as to how things were working properly. I find some people might find it like beyond boring and tedious. Yeah, you don't really get to know the characters very well. It's kind of slow with character development, and the way the chapters jump around from each one. You don't really, I don't feel like connected to them. I don't feel like some of them are kind of relatable, but I feel like, yeah, it wasn't as in-depth with the character development as some other books I read. Like I said, I found the pace really slow. There is definitely some romance in it, but it's not heavily themed on that. There is sex in it, but it is not detailed at all. I wouldn't call it closed doors, because like things are happening during the sex, but there is no descriptions or anything like that. Like I don't know how to describe that perfectly, but I would say 18 plus for sure for the reading level, for sure. It didn't give me very many emotions. Definitely some stress and boredom at trying to like force myself to read through some of it. It's funny because like the title the description is something that I would have picked up. It was on my TBR, but it wasn't as interesting or engaging as I thought it was going to be. I find it kind of slow and tedious. I'm assuming the next one would be better. I can't say what books I would compare it to off the top of my head. I am going to rate this 2 stars. It was merely okay in my opinion. The writing is good, but the plot and the characters were kind of uninteresting to me. I did finish it. I debated on not finishing it. I will not be rereading it. The I do like the writing style though. Don't get me wrong. Like, her writing style is good. I might try a different one of her books, and I will probably Google what happens in the next one because I don't know if I actually want to read it. The last 3 chapters were the most interesting, where the excitement and finding out like the plot, like the reasoning for all this happens in the last 3 chapters, and it does kind of leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I've heard other people who read the book were like shocked and pissed off at how it ended. So like leaving everything like, what's happening? I was just glad I was done reading it. I never mentioned it right at the beginning. This is one of my 12 books recommended by 12 friends. It was recommended by my friend Adele, and I'm so sorry, Adele, that I did not love it. I kind of wish I did because it's the kind of thing that I normally would like. Maybe my heart just wasn't in it, but I did find it to be a bit of a tedious read. I do want to know how it ends, but like I said, I don't want to read the next book. I'm going to Google and cheat. I'm sorry. But maybe that's your kind of thing. Maybe other people are, they don't mind the academics. They do not mind the slow build to the actual storyline, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There could be enjoyment in that. It's just not my cup of tea. Check out Atlas 6 if you'd like. I do believe the sequel is out shortly, so if you do read it now, you wouldn't have to wait too long for the next one. Yeah, that is my review. Thank you all for watching so much. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.